Jesus dropped a song called Cowards. So I'm already knowing he talking about all these bitches out here celebrating Kirk's demise. But I actually saw, I think it was on Instagram, him calling Kasky out, bro. And Kasky disappointed about that whole situation, bro. I ain't spoke to bro personally, man. It ain't that fucking serious. It ain't like he my ace boon coon, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I fucked to him with the music shit, right? So, you know, I seen him participating in the celebration of Kirk's death on his TikTok. I think it was him. It was on TikTok. And he posted a video of him just scrolling through all the posts about Kirk's death, like just scrolling through like they not important. Right. So anyway. And then me just called him out, so maybe something to come from that. You know what I mean? But even with that though, bro, like that's gonna get sticky if they, I don't know, bro. That can definitely, that's more than rap. You know what I mean? It's more than rap. But anyway, I'm here for it to see what he got going on. Maybe this is a direct shot at Kasky. I don't fucking know, but I'd imagine he's gonna be firing shots at everybody on their bullshit, man. And we covered music a few times here, dog. I rocks with them. Y'all put me on, so I appreciate it. Before we tap in, like always, Pete the drip. I ain't got no drip on, but there's always some drip around. Yeah, man. Shop StevieKnight.com. You feel me? Pull up to my Patreon, my night watch. You know what I'm saying? Everything I post here, I post there for free, no advertisements. And it's probably the easiest way to reach me, too. And we can do extras over there, too. You know what I mean? Without further ado, let's get it. Cowards.
I don't know what to say, Lord. But I know that I can stay silent. And I don't know what to pray, Lord. So I pray that I don't turn violent. I try to turn the other cheek, but evil's
ain't no way
I feel it turning.
Ain't no way you could turn the other cheek in this motherfucker, dog. Like, if you were not affected by this, bro, it's like you an alien or I don't know, bro. If you're not affected by that, dog, you just are ignorant and not aware of what the fuck is going on. You ain't looked into it. You know what I mean? But, bro, this is the worst I have ever witnessed, you know, during my lifetime, dog. Shit is wicked out here.
There's someone I don't wanna be, someone that don't forgive. But if we let evil go, we just punish the innocent. Two children woke up without daddy and a wife without a husband, and you celebrate in public like you love it. So disgusted, God, I'm trying not to cuss, but what the fuck? Do that around me and I'm swinging, that's on everything I love. And if they lock me up, then lock me up and throw away the key. Rather be a man behind bars than a coward living free. You probably got no principles if you ain't got no enemies. This the point of no return. The turning point where you
probably ain't got no principles if you ain't got no enemies. Bars.
Principles if you ain't got no enemies. This the point of no return. The turning point where you need me. Cause laughing at a man's death, same as pissing on his grave.
Facts.
I bet you cowards thinking that you brave. I said, laughing at a man's death, same as pissing on his grave. But I bet you won't do that in my face. Cause these cowards shot to stand up, man, while he was sitting down. I don't recognize the world that we live in now. The Bible said that this would happen, it's all written down. The final minutes of the final line is picking Jesus coming any minute now. They shame was sacred while they celebrating sinning now. I say it loud enough that you can hear it in the clouds. I'd rather die than live life like a cow. Cold blood and they celebrate like the letters from heaven say. Hearts of many will grow cold in the end of days. Father, forgive me for not forgiving. Teach me how to love. Cause love's the last thing on my mind right now after seeing that blood. But then I look up and I shake my head, thinking about the blood you shed and words you said. They know not what they do, think it was something like that. I don't
fuck that, bro. Fuck that. Not the religious spill he talking about, bro. Y'all know anything about me. Y'all know I'm not the most religious individual, but the parallels of the way I live my life and how the word teaches those to live their life are pretty much the same, man. It's pretty much treat others how you want to be treated. But it's like, you know, gotta love everybody. Some motherfuckers, you can love them, but they got to go. You got to cut them off. Can't talk to them. You know what I mean? Cause some motherfuckers ain't fixed. They ain't worth fixing, right? So delusional and unwilling to even entertain a different perspective. Matter of fact, just the suggestion or recommendation of a different perspective, you get demonized in the process, dog, just by not aligning. How dare you even give me something else to consider? Matter of fact, if you're giving me something else to consider, you have to be the ops, because I am 100% convicted in my stance, bro. And, you know, you can't fix stuck on stupid, right? Regardless of all this information out there, you know, that paints different narratives, that shows different ways of looking at things, man. But the social media shit is wicked, bro. It's wicked, dog. You know what I'm saying? It just shows how lazy people are and how much of sheep people are and how people are unwilling to do their own research, man. Just group think. You just see short snippets of whatever, saying, you know, 4 sentences entirely out of context. You know, this motherfucker's Satan in the flesh, dog. And if you can get bamboo, it's not if you. We do get bamboozled, bro. And I continue to give people the benefit of the doubt, man, but I can't. Like, motherfuckers just retarded. People are just retarded, dog. Why we so easily controlled? That's why our society is as fucked up as it is, dog, because people cannot think for themselves, right? Too afraid to think for themselves. Too afraid to speak out. You know what I mean? Anyway, rant over.
I took book memorized, so I know that my pen at times can stray off the pages, so I just pray that I remember that. A coward dies 1,000 deaths, a martyr dies just once. When a coward kills a soldier, the whole army rises up.
That motherfucker said a coward dies 1,000 times, a martyr dies once. Hey.
When a coward kills a soldier, the whole army rises up.
Yeah.
A coward dies 1,000 deaths, a martyr dies just once. And when a coward kills a soldier, the whole army rises up. Coward shot a stand-up man while he was sitting down. I don't recognize the world that we live in now. The Bible said that this would happen, it's all written down. The final minutes of the final time is ticking, Jesus coming any minute now. They shame was sacred while they celebrating sinning now. I say it loud enough that you can hear it in the clouds.
It's so interesting to me too, man. I hate, it's real talk. It's like, it is due to the fact that society has become so secular that people just don't know how to act, right? It's one of the biggest, one of, if not the biggest reason I believe religion is there, is to keep people on order. Like, if you don't have anybody telling you what to do, how to do it, you know what I'm saying, making decisions for you, trying to do things and place your ass in the best position to be successful, you're going to have anarchy, like how we're having now, like dystopia, bro, because people can't think for themselves. If you take Jesus out, you take religion out, you take a standard out, you know what I mean? Like, people don't have no code, right? You ain't got no code. It's out here doing whatever the hell you want to do. If you don't like what the hell I'm doing, fuck you. That's granted. You can do whatever you want to do, but don't allow that shit to intrude on others. And we're at the point where bro can't even speak his mind, right? He couldn't even speak his mind. He wasn't out here throwing people in concentration camps. He wasn't out here living in freedoms. He wasn't out here doing nothing, bro. He spoke. He spoke to some people. Some people and others hated him for it. That's what comes to speaking the truth, right? But it's not. Of course, it's about Kirk, bro, because that shit shouldn't have happened. Having a person being taken out just for simply voicing their opinion, dog. That should never fucking happen. But it happens all the time. It happens all the time, right? Think about all these polarizing figures that have been taken out because of their mouth. But it's more of a reflection of how down bad we are as a society, right? That's just a reflection on the sheep. When you've been brainwashed to the extent to do something like that, and then this amount of people, this amount of demons that have been brainwashed enough to support the killer. You know what I mean? Regardless of who done it, whatever, like, people gonna have their conspiracies, their hypothesis of what actually took place, but the reaction was the same. And it's a reflection on society, dog, and we are down bad. Bad, bruh. So those living right, see it right, you're thinking for yourself, man. Just y'all speak up, man. Make your voice heard. Do something that matters, bro, because the more you speak up, the more you voice your shit, the more confidence you're going to give others to speak up, speak out their mind, right? Can't just let this shit die down and just wait for the next fucking viral trending thing to pop off, dog. This shit needs to stay in the air indefinitely, bro, because we are cooked.
I'd rather die than live life like a coward.
How do you want to be remembered? I mean, if I die, everything just goes away. How would you, if you could be associated with one thing, how would you want to be remembered?
Courage and faith.
I want to be remembered for courage for my faith. That would be the most important. The most important thing is my faith.
It's fucked up, bro. That's fucked up, dog. It's fucked up. And all for the naysayers and the motherfuckers disagree, and he racist, transphobic, misogynistic, everything. Hey, man, I just posted a video earlier debunking a lot of that shit. I'm gonna do another one now, so I keep getting sent videos or whatnot, bro, and I'm just gonna hold the mirror up to y'all, bro. On to the next, though. Kirk is against the Civil Rights Act. All right, let's get into that.
Do you support the Civil Rights Act?
In spirit, but not how it's written.
Why?
It's too broad and paved its way for the persecution. For example, they're using the Civil Rights Act to put men in locker rooms like Riley was in.
How? Which article?
Article 4 or 5, I think. I actually don't know specifically. But the Civil Rights Act is being used for the trans movement right now because they say that they are women, therefore they demand an accommodation of women's rights. Riley can riff on this. They're using the Civil Rights Act literally to have access into men, female locker rooms.
So what would you change about the Civil Rights Act?
I wouldn't make it as broad. I would make it much more crisp and concrete, and I wouldn't have it necessarily. I would also get rid of the disparate impact component of the Civil Rights Act. So the biggest problem with the Civil Rights Act, there's 4 components of the beast of anti-racism. There's affirmative action, DEI, disparate impact, and then, of course, there's a fourth that I'll remember in a second, which is basically disparate impact is that it must be racism if 2 different groups have different outcomes, which, of course, is outrageous. Disparate impact is the legal theory that undergirds most of the enforcement of the Civil Rights Act.
Like I say, this course is about Kirk, but it's more about y'all that have been duped, that have been played to hate him up, bro, that all he was doing trying to help, hold people accountable, speak the truth, and sometimes the truth is ugly. Most of the time, the truth is ugly, but you want people to lie to you, bruh? No. Anyway, thoughts?